Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dania, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the one thing that has made a world of difference in my life and even continues to make a world of difference in my life. The thing that helped me to start being the creator of my life versus being a reactor in my life. For a long time, I told myself that the reason I wasn't moving towards my goal was because of my circumstances, was because of my history, was because of my past, my childhood trauma. I was telling myself that it was because of my anxiety, was telling myself that I didn't have enough time. I had a problem for every solution, as they say, and I had an excuse for all the reasons why I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it happen. I eventually realized that none of this was true. After becoming a student of Dr. Joe Dispenza, going to his retreats, reading his book, especially the one Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself, I learned that the reason my life was like this was because this person, this personality, this is who I had practiced to be up to this point. The thing is, our personalities are made up of our emotions, our actions, our thoughts. And our emotions, our actions, and our thoughts, they literally help create who we show up as, how we show up, and ultimately create what's going on in our reality and what is going on in our environment. Was I showing up half defeated, or was I showing up inspired and believing myself? Was I showing up optimistic, or was I showing up pessimistic? The problem was, most of us are unaware of our thoughts, emotions, and our habits. We are living life on autopilot. So how do we become aware of what our common thoughts, emotions, and habits are? How do we become aware of who we're being every single day? A life audit. For 24 hours, I watched myself like a scientist and without judgment, with the sole purpose and intention to collect data. So I journaled everything. I wrote down what time did I wake up? How do I feel throughout the day? What thoughts was I repeating? What thoughts was I commonly thinking? What habits was I practicing? Here's what I found. For the most part, I was going to bed around 1 a.m., waking up around 9:30 after hitting that snooze button more than once. Around 10:30 after doing some more doom scrolling, I told myself that I would not get up out of bed until I meditated, because meditation is very important to me. But I use this as an opportunity to continue doom scrolling and to continue wasting time. By the time I got around to meditating, it was like 11:30. And I was out of bed, and instead of going to the kitchen to make breakfast, I just told myself that since so much time had passed, it made sense that I would order takeout. So I was spending unnecessary money, and I wasn't eating as healthy as I would have eaten if I went to the kitchen and made breakfast myself. After observing myself, I also realized that my common thoughts throughout the day was just one more video, or I will do it tomorrow, or it makes sense to order takeout because it's convenient and I can save time that I was actively wasting. So here is what I realized. My life was not a series of random, unfortunate events. My life was a result of my actions, my thoughts, my emotions, and these created my reality. And in order for me to change, in order for my life to change, in order for me to reach my goals, in order for me to even consider it, I had to change. I had all these goals, but my daily habits were procrastinating, time wasting, overeating, overspending, and the emotional habits of then feeling sorry for myself for being stuck in this rut that I literally created. I created my very own Groundhog Day, and I did these things day after day after day. So to break these patterns, I started doing something else I learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I started calling out my old thoughts and my old emotions and my old patterns in the moment as they happen, and replace them with a new thought, new emotions, new habit. For example, If I was thinking I will start tomorrow, I cut that thought off. So I was aware of the thought. I cut that thought off and replace it with, now is the best time to start. Or if I was considering ordering delivery or ordering takeout, I stopped in my track and reminded myself that there was food in the pantry, got up, walked to my pantry or walked to my fridge and prepared something from the groceries I already bought to prepare lunch, breakfast, or dinner. I implemented simple systems that allowed me to be more successful, that allowed change to be more automatic. For example, I did something called Environment Designs by B.J. Hawkes, author of Tiny Habits. So I would prep my workout clothes the night before, visibly in a place where I could see it. So when I woke up, I saw my workout outfit, and that told my brain that working out is part of my lifestyle. Working out is something that I will get done today. Working out is just automatic to me. I also implemented a system called Habit Stacking by James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, where I would stack the habit of turning off my alarm clock with going right into meditation. So I made sure to put my alarm clock right next to my meditation chair. So whenever I walked over to it and turned it off, I would see the chair. And that would be a cue to me that it was time to sit down, meditate, instead of going back into bed to do some doom scrolling. That helped me tremendously. I also acted as if I was already the person I wanted to be. To remind me, I made up this acronym. So throughout the day, I would ask myself, WWSMD. What would successful me do in this scenario? And I did that. Throughout the process, while I sit down to do my morning meditation, I took time in that meditation to practice seeing myself consistent, seeing myself productive, seeing myself focused. I visualized myself uploading my YouTube video or saw myself cooking in the kitchen, saw myself working out. And as a result, in addition to that, I also felt the feeling I would feel if I had done those things. So I was feeling a lot of gratitude for working out, feeling a lot of pride for uploading my YouTube channel, and feeling a lot of accomplishment for making breakfast. My breakthrough moment wasn't just one moment. It was a series of days of catching myself when I would fail, starting again, calling myself out in the moment when I thought an old thought, catching myself when I was going back into an old habit, rewiring my brain through mental rehearsal, and then starting again and again and again. And eventually, one morning, I woke up, got up, walked over to the alarm, turned off the alarm, sat down in my meditation chair, did my meditation and my mental rehearsal, got out of the meditation, wrote my gratitude journaling, also did my to-do list. And before I knew it, throughout the day, I was checking off one thing after another thing. At the end of the day, I was not only feeling productive, I had been productive. I was changing my identity, showing up as someone else, and changing my life. This life audit system did two things. It gave me clarity and it gave me awareness. I was aware of my thoughts, emotions, my habits, how I was showing up, who I was being, and I was clear on what my goals are and what I needed to change if I wanted my life to be different. Here is my challenge to you. Try this life audit. For 24 hours, observe everything in your life. Observe your full day. What are your thoughts throughout the day, your emotions throughout the day, your habits throughout the day? What are the common things you're saying to yourself? Write everything down. Ask yourself, would the successful version of myself live this way? And if nothing changes, if I change nothing, what will my life look like in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? This life audit was a game changer for me. And if you do it, it can be a game changer for you too. If you found any value in this video, please like, share, subscribe. Your life audit challenge begins now. Love you and see you in the next video.